Still getting it all that day.
Oh,
Mic check, mic check. Are we live? Are we live?
We are live.
we live.
So we were getting it all.
Right. We got a lot to talk about. It's Thanksgiving coming up this week, and so we want to do a little something lighter, but we want to touch on a topic that happened here in Hollywood High. But I'll also talk about, remember those Cabbage Patch Kids?
Yeah, I do.
I remember the Cabbage Patch.
I really do. And with
Bro.
the Cabbage Patch Kids, I have a really sad story about that.
Yes. I do have my story too. My family partaked in that in 1984, and just like every other kids out there, we had we shopped for the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Shit.
Oh, bro.
Mine was you'll hear my story, but go ahead.
All right, so we'll be back in a few seconds. Like, subscribe, and share. Stand by.
Promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy. Brody moving state to state, make $1 million out to send me. Plus I grinded from the start. I was stacking pennies. I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti, who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday, Highway 54. Early happy Thanksgiving for those of us who celebrate them. I mean, at this point, Thanksgiving is just a day to get off and eat some turkey or swine or ham or something like that. I don't know.
Spiral cut.
Yeah.
Some sausage.
Some sausages and some
we know what you're ready for.
Some some smorgasbord. But this year has gone by so fast. It's just, we say that all the time in November, but I hate November too, because like 3 years straight, no fail, I get sick. And I've got one school kid, who's in kindergarten, Jay-Z, and we're always careful, but he take a shower, wash his hands, change his clothes, he still gets sick. So just a matter of time. And so I stopped taking these vitamin C pills for my immune system, and then sure enough, I got sick. And
Why'd you
we're-
stop taking them?
yeah, maybe 2 months ago. I don't know why. I was just lazy. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. But I was also thinking, I think my wife was here for about a month and a half, so I think she got me sick.
Oh,
Yeah, I was telling the boys, she was a soul sucker.
Oh,
oh shut no, Daddy.
My
Okay,
immune system.
sorry.
Woo! I mean, like, hey, husband got to do his business, but damn, my immune system got shot. Is it only me? Come on, man. Not only me.
There's some milk.
Wait a minute.
mean-
What was the question? I didn't hear it. He said what?
I don't know what the question is.
Your immune system gets shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. During this time of year, not really, because this is the time of year where I actually eat a variety of different foods.
Oh,
So this kind of helps out my immune system the most. So
got you.
I
Also,
say
like-
shout out to Lisa right quick. Shout out, Lisa.
Hey.
Shut up, Lisa.
But yeah,
Teresa,
I mean, I guess my thing, obviously my age is a factor. My BP is high. I don't exercise as much as I can. And then, I'm not watching my diet and vitamins. So all that one goes out of the play. It's easy for us people, guys, or, who are of age, get sick. So anyways, and I watched my BP was like 159 over 103. Is that high?
No, oh yeah.
459 over 103 was your blood pressure when?
Whoa.
That was Wednesday.
So what did you do? Did you take blood pressure medication? What did you do?
Now, so basically, I write it out. Listen, I write it out. I felt a little bit better. I drank water. I drank ginger tea, whatever. And then on Friday, guess who's at my event? I had a haircut event for the city of Chula Vista. The district attorney was there, and police and all that. And the VA hospital was there with their own nurses and doctors. So no one was waiting. So I went up there and said, "Hey, man."
Oh,
Just like
boy,
that.
settle down.
Just like that. I said, "Look, my BP is high." It was like 159 over 103, and they like right away got me to the van, and they prescribed me some BP pills and some other cold medicine. But yeah, they saved my life, man. Shit.
One thing you could do is they say the old folks say you can put some apple cider vinegar underneath your tongue, hold it there for a little bit, and then swallow it, and it's supposed to help your blood pressure come down. But that's a temporary fix.
Yeah.
Wait, apple cider in my toe?
No,
Under
Yeah,
your
tongue,
your
your
tongue.
tongue.
apple
Oh,
cider.
my
Apple cider.
tongue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apple cider vinegar under your tongue.
Yeah.
Vinegar.
Oh, okay. And then?
You hold it
That'll
there.
get you to the hospital.
Yeah. Like if you needed to come down like immediately,
Yeah.
you needed to come down quicker.
You're having
Oh,
headaches.
gotcha.
Your
Yeah.
eyes are doing whatever.
Yeah.
I took Epsom salt, took a warm bath, and that kind of knocked down maybe 5 or 10 points down.
What's up, Zoche? Zoche Soul.
Yeah.
What's up,
But anyways,
And so-
that was my couple days. I'm still getting over it right now, but better. Humidifier's on, air purifier, taking it cool.
Good.
Anyways, yeah, the doctor was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck? You should have went to the ER." I go, "Nah, man, I didn't." Because I was, how because you're coughing, like your whole chest is like, my whole chest is sore. Because I just want to cough and cough and cough and cough and cough. And I've been drinking water all day. You drink water all day, you got to go to the bathroom all night. Like every 30 minutes,
Right.
you got to go to the bathroom. Like, holy shit. So I wasn't sleeping at all.
Mhm.
Man.
Anyway, if you go back this year, the last podcast, November, I was sick again. So it's just weird. I got sick, and I lost my voice maybe for like a day or two. So anyway,
This season ain't nothing to play with.
It sure ain't.
so the bottom of the moral of the story is
The bottom of the water, sorry.
boost your immune system and be careful when you do the soul sucking activity. That will knock your immune system out.
We were telling them earlier, like, hey,
My wife was like, "I don't give a fuck.
just
Got
go
my
ahead and
business."
IV up in there. You need an IV and a pole.
Well, hopefully, this time you think, you might have a son or daughter on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Only
You're
option.
working on it. Hopefully your boys could swim this time.
50 years old. I don't know, man.
You got to change your
That thing is like
DJ Papa Mango.
Yeah, their legs are not swimming. I'm done.
They ain't got doggy paddle. All they gotta do is just keep their head above the water. That's it.
It said,
let the tide take them.
yeah. Welcome everybody. So we're gonna start with a little bit of a, we're a little bit political, but just kind of like it's happening here in my neighborhood here in Beverly Hills. In Beverly Hills High. I mean, I'm not totally surprised, but it not a surprise. Hold on. So, a racist mob at Beverly, I wouldn't say racist. Let's just say a political rally in Beverly Hills sparks investigation. Drama at Beverly Hills High School hit a boiling point at election day when a group of students rocking MAGA hats and waving Trump flag mob outside their teacher Bella Ivory's classroom, terrifying black students inside. They look like the KKK, said Ivory, recalling the chaotic scene. Videos show the teens banging on the door while school security guard held up a Trump flag. What? Well, a school security guard held up a security guard. Okay.
wow.
I know it's a security guard.
do it
I thought
over
it
again.
was students.
So you said that it's not racist, it's more political.
Well,
I think it's definitely racist.
no, that was racist.
It's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
you
Days
know?
later, Principal Drew Stewart laid down the law banning mob-like gatherings after students complained of being called racial slurs and enduring harassments. The school board and Superintendent Michael Berge are now in damage control mode, promising action and dialogue. So my first thing is, how did it get that far? Like, you don't notice a bunch of kids with Trump flags and hats about to go into the school and start walking. Like,
And the security guard was part of it too, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't
So it
know
was
he was part of
planned.
that.
so it was planned. Yeah, I'm reading it over. It says,
Yeah.
Can you play the video for the folks? So you still got it?
ooh, yeah, actually I do. Let me check. But yeah, it was intentional, but I think it just went further anyways, political rallies doesn't belong in the school. Am I right or
It
right?
does not belong in the school. I mean, that's just like that would be like coming to work with a Trump mob or something like that. I think that it doesn't belong in the school, or it doesn't belong at work.
Okay, y'all know me. I got questions.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so was that the only security guard that was there?
That's a good question.
I don't understand.
Probably so. If it was a Beverly Hills High School, they probably already have state of the art everything else.
And is this a school where they don't allow the children to have cell phones?
They obviously couldn't have guns, nothing like that, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
No, apparently, the way the video looked like, it's a CCTV video. So this was actually the school video that was shown. So let me share the screen here.
And my thing is, this is now if the black students retaliated and started spraying,
Well, their parents come up there and start going off.
exactly.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
New at 5, investigations are underway at Beverly Hills High School following claims of racial intimidation on Election Day.
Fox 11's Hal Eisner is live with the update for us. Hal?
Yeah, an incident some students and others are calling racist has had a big impact on Beverly Hills High School and students and a teacher. And some of the video you're about to see, we obtained through a public records request.
I'm going to tell you how scary it was.
This is what Bella Ivory is talking about. She's a fashion teacher at Beverly Hills High School who says on the day of the election, there was a mob going down the hallway.
It was just mob of kids, just so many kids outside my door. And they had one had a Trump flag on a pole, on a flagpole. Another, it was just so many of them. Some of them had on MAGA hats. Some, had on just Trump fans apparel.
She says someone tried to open her classroom door, says it upset some of her students.
At this school, I've had to deal with a lot of racism.
But at a recent school board meeting, students talked about how scared they were, given what happened outside Bella Ivory's classroom during election week.
And it became utterly impossible to just ignore it. From 8:30 to 2:30 all week, being at school felt like being in a nightmare. What the Black students and Miss Bella had to deal with that week had absolutely nothing to do with politics. That week, being stormed, being called the N-word, being shunned, all because you were Black, became the normal.
In recent weeks, I have seen racial slurs scrawled across the walls of our bathrooms, hateful rhetorics being spoken by fellow students in the hallways we share, and violent behavior towards Miss Bella and our club.
Bella Ivory also spoke at the board meeting.
They looked so frightened. Then I said, I'm not going to open the door. And then the student said, they look like KKK.
The district tells Fox 11, we remain deeply committed to upholding a secure and conscientious setting where students can responsibly and considerably engage in the democratic process. But the district says it is investigating the claims, investigating the situation using all resources available, including this audio recording from a student's cell phone inside Bella Ivory's classroom.
Anything happens to me at this.
So a lot of little things, not just a video or that incident. So I guess a lot of things are happening. Not little things, but big things. You know, racial slurs, people writing graffiti, and it upticked.
Well, and the thing is too, it's not just that high school. You know what I mean? It's like that one's being reported, but I'm sure that's not the only high school or middle school or any type of school that is happening at. Because I remember when Ariel was probably like in, I want to say 6th grade or something like that. This little tyrant came in. This little boy came in. If you vote for Obama, your parents are going to hell and they're going to do this and this. I'm like, well, this was the Dodds, as a matter of fact. This was in Japan.
Japan?
Yeah, this was in Japan. This little boy, he came to school and Ariel came home. And she's like, well, he said that if my parents do this and whatever, I was like, wow. It was like, these kids are really passionate about politics at an early age. Like, are you kidding me?
Wow. It's okay to be passionate about politics, but when you start intimidating, and all the stuff that follows, that's not warranted. Then that's when it gets, it's like, back in the, like I said, I grew up with GOP. My family are Republicans. When president lost, okay, we lost, get him next time, and we moved on with our life. Politics didn't revolve like our whole life or our whole family, and a lot of us now are scared to what's happening. Oh my God, what outlandish stuff is going to be elected to this position or they're going to do. It wasn't involving our whole life. It was like, okay, try again next year. Or next 4 years, or next 2 years.
Are those the same Republicans from January to 6th?
No, they ain't the same ones. So, it's changed so much where it's not just about political now; it's about morals. It's about,
it is, and it's not necessarily a party thing. It's more about it's policy to me. But that's what you should be, really voting for. Because there's, like my husband says, they're the same. What he said, they're the same cheeks on.
Yeah, they're cheeks on the same ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, sit there and talk about that, how Biden and Trump were supposed to fight each other, and then when Trump goes to the White House, they laughing and kikiing and chilling with each other. I'm like, come on.
Exactly. So did y'all see that?
Oh, that was a front.
Yeah.
That was a front.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take him out to the woodshed. Oh, stop. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
That was a big. Yeah, like you've been calling him fascist and calling him all these names and that how dangerous he is for the country and everything like that. And then last week you were just like, oh, my homeboy or whatever. Like, okay, yeah, sure.
But let me ask y'all this question. So, if that situation actually happened and one of your children was at that school, what would be your action? The first thing you would do?
If my child
follow the policies. If you play about a book, it is what it is. But also don't expect, my child to be showing up next week, maybe.
So it better not be marked against them either, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, number one is who allowed the students to get there and start walking? Where is the school security? Why wasn't it stopped? And then, of course, how many incidents have been reported and there's no solutions or whatever, what I'm saying? It can't be just my kid. And then what is the school board or what is the school authorities going to do about it to make sure that this is addressed or, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
What exactly is the school board doing? to where it would escalate to that point.
Right. Well, and also like the other students already mentioned that this isn't the first time that such things have happened. So, you know, there's a difference between freedom of speech and attack on somebody. Because like they say, as long as no harm is done, freedom of speech is okay. So this is going above and beyond that.
But you think about it too, we live in a time now that people claim freedom of speech. But they don't understand that it doesn't mean freedom of consequence. Now, if I sit there and just go up to a cop and just start cussing him out and saying whatever, chances are I'm gonna get either power slammed or what have you by him and his partner.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say what I want. That don't mean I should. So I mean, this form of intimidation. I mean, and it's not the first time. I mean, something got shaped.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I remember the George Bush eras. I remember, you know, Clinton eras, and I didn't remember being that so divided. You know, or as kids even getting involved about.
Never.
You know, I've never worn a George Bush hat. You know, I didn't care to buy a flag or anything and like start walking to the school.
Yeah, I didn't watch the city. I didn't watch none of that stuff.
Yeah.
We're not into politics like that.
I don't remember my football team doing end zone things like this. I mean, come on, man. It's just, I don't know. It's like, is it entertainment or what are we doing here? Are we, you know, branding this whole thing where, it just feels, I don't know, it feels icky and so hard for me to, exhausting pretty much.
Yeah, it is. It is very exhausting to talk about. So, you know, we can move on to a lighter note, but I think it's important to like share awareness on things that, you know, that's going on either side.
Yeah. I just hope it, you know, sorry, I'm so tongue tied, but I'm so mad about it. But I think it's going to happen is if it doesn't happen to you, you're not going to do shit about it.
Right.
You know, if it's another city or another state, oh, okay, it happened. It's just like school shooting. Oh, it didn't happen in my house. It didn't happen in my house. When it actually happens in your house, that's when you speak up about it. When it happens so many times, that's when we all wake up and say, oh, we got to do something about it. Well, yeah, because it didn't happen to you. Now what happened to you, you got robbed or you got shot or, you know, it happened to your family. Now you want to talk about it. So when do we speak? When do we stay silent? When do we step back? I don't know. You know,
It's kind of like the situation real quick. The situation is going on now in Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. They had a mandate now that they're instituting the Bible back in the school. So people are like, oh, okay, no big deal. Until it gets to their state, then all of a sudden, some people are going to say it's infringing on their rights. And what if they don't believe in a certain thing that they're believing in? But then at the same time, how do you put that into the curriculum? And what makes that person qualified to tell that in the curriculum?
Bad faith, man. Bad faith.
Bad faith, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's, I don't know. I guess they used to have the Bible in school a long time ago, but that don't mean anything when you got.
I don't remember. And I grew up in a Catholic private school.
Oh, no. Not when we went to school, but I'm just saying, like, you know, when they said get prayer back into schools and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I mean, prayer for whom? Because, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely had to say the Pledge of Allegiance and everything like that, too. All of that.
I think it could be.
Did they get rid of it?
With the Pledge of Allegiance?
I think so, yeah. It's where they said one nation under God. There's times where they actually took that part out and then they just took the whole thing out.
Yeah, but originally the word God was not in the Pledge of Allegiance. So why can't we just use the original version? I'm okay with that.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of kids that have different faiths. So you still got to respect that too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not just Christian kids. I mean, I think it should be a place for, if you want to go that die hard, there should be a place for where the Christian kids can go and pray. But then at the same time, it's just like, okay, the Muslim student's going to be like, okay, so what about me? I pray 5 times a day.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. I believe in it. You know, I'm Christian, Catholic. I mean, freedom of religion, but not in public school though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because it can cause like religious conflict too.
All right, let's move into another lighter mode and Cabbage Patch. I don't remember the name of my Cabbage Patch, but I'm trying to think hard. Hold on.
Mine.
My bad. I need to cut you off.
My
Look,
man.
my Sharona.
Yeah,
I go, my.
Like what?
Nobody care what you think. Play it again.
Hold on. Let's watch the video. The original 1983. Actually, it came out in 1983. This commercial. Hold on.
You gotta turn that volume up. It's very faint.
Yeah, you can't hear the volume.
I don't even think Floyd can hear us.
Lloyd, you hear us?
Can you hear it?
Volume.
No, you need the volume.
No volume?
Nope.
No volume.
What the?
It's very low. It's faint, so you might need.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyway, we get it. The Cabbage Patch Kid commercial from back in. You said 85.
One more time.
83.
Here you go. All right. Here.
Good parents rate Cabbage Patch Kids.
The Cabbage Patch Kids. Each doll is different, and you can pretend to adopt them.
My baby has a real diaper.
Pretend to adopt.
Love and
Get
care
a diaper.
like your very own.
You're a pal. The only one. I love you.
They're each one of a kind. They're Cabbage Patch Kids. You can give them all your love.
Cabbage Patch Kids are each sold separately. Each doll comes with a pretend birth certificate and adoption papers from Coleco.
Yeah, Cabbage Patch Kids are dolls that turned holiday shopping into a cage match. Remember that? Before Black Friday, brawls was the norm. There were Cabbage Patch Kids, born in 1978, thanks to Xavier Roberts. These dolls weren't just toys; they were adoptable with names and birth certificates, making them every kid's dream. By 1983, when Coleco took over the production, these dolls became the it item for Christmas. Fast forward to 1984, and the Cabbage Patch riots were breaking out. Parents were fighting in the aisles, shelves wiped out clean in seconds. Parents were taking dolls from kids, and they were reselling it. This is like before the shoe game was even a thing. They're buying for $20 and they're selling as high as $100. $100 back in 1984. That's a lot of money.
Anthony, you're shaking your head. Were you born?
Yes, I was born.
Okay.
So
I wonder if you can get those utility bill in one of those Cabbage Patch Kids names.
Oh, that might. Well, my Cabbage Patch Kid, before I was cut off a while ago, my Cabbage Patch Kid was white. He was white with orange hair, and his name was Sheldon Marcel.
Oh yeah,
so he had a last name.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
I think that was his middle name.
For real.
Yeah.
My bad, Teresa. It was 1983. That's right. You're right.
Oh yeah, I was 10 years old. And Anthony, you said you were 5.
83. I wasn't born, but when I had one when I was 5.
Yeah, because it was still
like
popular. Yeah, it was still popular into the 90s.
We were throwing them away by then.
See, if you couldn't afford a Cabbage Patch because it was so expensive, or you didn't feel like fighting, they also had My Buddy dolls that kicked in a little later.
Yeah. Yes, my buddy and me forever.
Buddy doll. Yeah, he's a brown one.
He said forever. Did they say forever?
No, I'm about to sing the other one. Forever I go, wherever I go, I think I see.
That's a Tootsie Roll commercial.
That's a Tootsie Roll commercial.
Yeah, I don't know. I was remixing it. I don't know what it was. So, what was the Cabbage Patch appeal? What was like? Why did we go? Why did our parents go crazy? Why did I go crazy?
Remember what they smelled like? They smelled like powder.
We sure did.
Yeah,
get past.
I do remember that.
Little butt chin. That was kind of weird.
Well, listen.
Well, remember the guy that created it. So, I mean, to give some more history.
Flower Patch Kid.
Yeah. So, a little bit of history. It's like he went to the Truman McConnell Junior College, which is a Christian college. So, going through that process. So, he was like, all right, cool. I got this idea. I'm trying to do something. And started selling some ladies Barbie dolls. Which last name is, what's her name? Thomas. And then this lady wound up suing him for selling her Barbie doll, but yet she allowed him to sell the stuff. Her name was Martha Thomas. And then so he was like, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then he licensed it out to Coleco in 1982, who was already doing mass production of like electronics, like Donkey Kong games for the Atari and stuff like that.
ColecoVision. Yep.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden they doing Cabbage Patch Kids because they also had a leather company. So it was like, we can do this. Like, and the cool thing about it was all in house, made in the US versus now everything is shipped across seas. So it's actually pretty cool that he licensed it to him, not that you just kind of like took over. So he was still making some money while this was taking off.
Yeah, I mean they're still being sold today. And you know how things come back. I think that's gonna make a comeback, one day. But it's us growing up, Carla, right? D3, where girls had dolls and they took care of dolls, and you had dolls that like you could feed it with fucking fake water, and then they could
that bottle that had the milk supposedly disappeared and all this other stuff.
yeah, and then it had the hair like it grew, and then you can cut it and stuff like that. And so the Cabbage Patch came out, and it was just a unique thing. And I remember when I really remember fighting for it, it was in Guam, NEX, and we were in line a long time to get a Cabbage Patch. But that's in conjunction with Transformers too. Those came out about the same time, and we were in line for Transformers.
The He-Man characters. Wow.
Yep.
Power of Grayskull.
Yes.
Yep.
So why? So let's factor in like why were they so popular? The birth certificate, right? They're very unique.
Yeah, and they had the footprints or whatever too.
The footprints, yeah. They had infants, and the babies. And then they have the adoption concept, and then they had the emotional connection of adopting a doll, and then each name was unique to the baby. And then of course the marketing was like, overfeeding us with commercials, and I mean we didn't have the internet at that time, and of course movies spin off of that, right? They have a live action yet?
I forgot.
Or just cartoons,
something like that.
And they had the preemies. They did have the preemie dolls.
Yeah. So they have Cabbage Patch Kids First Christmas, 1984. The Cabbage Patch Kids Go to New York. Cabbage Patch Kids The Clubhouse. And then they had the spinoff, right? The garbage pail kids.
The garbage pail kids. Now those were the shit. The garbage pail kids was everything.
It was hilarious.
Yep.
So I think this is the start of all these items. What was it going to be the next Cabbage Patch? Then became Transformers, and then it became the He-Man, and then it became the Elmo, and then what else? What other toys do you remember?
Remember Pound Puppies? Those
Those
were crazy too.
Pound Puppies, Munchie Cheese.
Oh, Munchie Cheese.
Munchie
Cheese, Care Bears.
Cheese, yeah. Oh, yes, the Care Bears.
Care Bears.
Care Bears came out about the same time because everybody's like, wait a minute, what's going on? All the toy factories, like, they're going crazy over this, and they created the Care Bears, I think.
It's just, it's just not the same anymore. Like you had Toys R Us, and then you had what is it, KB Toy Store? Like when you would go in the mall and stuff, you could walk in the toy stores. You don't have that effect anymore. There's not toy stores like that anymore. If you go in the mall, have you seen a lot of like toy stores? I've seen a Lego store or whatever, but that just serves Lego. But I don't see like the toy stores that I used to see.
Right.
You'll see the what is it called, as seen on TV stuff. But I mean, it's just not the
that's what
exciting,
adults, man.
That it's not the exciting toy stores that they used to have. So
yeah, I had a boy Cabbage Patch, but I don't remember the name, and I don't know where it's at. It's probably in the Philippines because all my toys were sent to the Philippines.
I can't say I ever had one, but they were quick to get me like a Tonka truck or something. That thing was virtually indestructible.
Oh yeah.
It was die-cast steel metal or what. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, with that lead paint on it.
Yeah, exactly. You step on that.
It worked.
Yeah. Man, that metal thing hit my shin one time. Oh, I had to lay it down. Like, oh, here to come get me.
So here's that 19 there was a couple news article reports on that, but here's the one of them. They were crazy. Look at that. They're just throwing Cabbage Patch. Wow.
Can I have two?
Just one per customer.
The customers were standing in front of this store at 7 o'clock this morning.
Toys R Us.
The store didn't open until 9, and only a few Cabbage Patch dolls were going on sale. Once the coupons were given out to those few parents who would be allowed to buy a doll, the word was given out that the dolls would be given out behind the store, out back at the freight entrance. And then the race was on. Otherwise dignified, calm, mannerly parents broke into a sprint.
Well, I had to take what they gave me, and they gave me a boy, and I wanted a girl. This is my second trip around. My husband works here, and I can't even get what I want.
You know what? I think I had that one.
I'm late for work to get this to my little girl. I'm not going to tell my boss. I'm trying to get there now.
I ain't gonna tell my boss.
I waited here since 7:30, and I was just ecstatic. In fact, I ran around and got another ticket.
And within a matter of minutes, it was over. You did not get a Cabbage Patch doll this morning.
No, I did not.
She sounds so sad.
How badly do you want it?
Very, very badly.
One woman
Very,
told us
very
she's going to
badly.
call her sisters in Nebraska and Illinois to see if they can get her a doll. If not, she's going to drive to Pennsylvania.
What is it, 2 hours to go to Pennsylvania? I think it's worth going there.
That's for the kids.
California.
They were cute though. They were,
All over.
very
Things have reached such a
irresistible.
point that this store in Clifton, New Jersey, has set up a Cabbage Patch.
Oh, they got the black
They
Cabbage
decided it
Patch.
doesn't matter.
They didn't have no Filipino ones.
$21 if you can't buy one. So they'll pay you $40 for any Cabbage Patch doll you bring in, and then they'll turn around and sell it for $50. You just spent $50 for a doll that cost $20.
True.
Should have cost $20.
Should have cost $20, right?
Why?
Because by the time I go looking in the stores, it'll cost me $30 in gas and aggravation.
This is what all the fuss is about. Why are full-grown adults fighting over these? Well, here's one reason.
They got magic in them.
Josh Howell, Channel 7.
Pretty much it.
News.
That's the whole reason.
Whoa. Where are you going?
You can't take that one.
Can you take it out and look at it?
No. That's the whole reason right there. No other reasons. Because I want it.
So let me tell you, and I think I told this story before since I've been on podcasts. So let me tell you how I got my Cabbage Patch doll, right? Because we was po. We weren't poor, we were po. And so Teresa says something about the Flower Patch Kids. No, I had an actual Cabbage Patch Kid, but
What the?
I had an actual Cabbage Patch Kid. My mom went to Salvation Army and put my name in a drawing, right?
Okay.
And for less fortunate kids, she put my name in a drawing, and I got chosen. I sure did. I got chosen. I was like 10 or 11 years old. I got chosen, and so I had to. They took a picture, and I was on the front page of the newspaper. Imagine going back to school, y'all. Like the kid in need. Her poor black ass needed a Cabbage Patch Kid, so we, got some funds together.
All week, but she got a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Man, look on the front page though, like of all things, like I got to be on the front page of the newspaper.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, because they gotta let people know that you lying.
And so my old pastor's wife, she had the clipping of me, right? And the clipping looked like this. I wasn't smiling nothing. I'm just holding the Cabbage Patch, and I'm just like
emotional. Damn
because what the fuck? Like I'm just like, because I already knew, what
You gotta find that clipping. You gotta find that clipping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I gotta find it. But I already we know what Salvation Army is at that age or whatever. So then you go back to school the next day or whatever, like everybody else got their Cabbage Patch bought, and your poor like now I don't care, but then it was just like a huge thing for me, like going to school and people like
Wait,
I saw it in the newspaper.
So was it new? It was used.
Show did, huh?
It was readopted.
No, it was actually a brand new one. It was a brand new one. They gave me a brand new one. It wasn't even like secondhand or anything.
Oh, okay.
It was brand new out of the box and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, Sheldon Marcel was his name. He was white with orange hair. So here I am, this little black ass kid with this white top. It's crazy, but yeah. So I never forget. I had that thing, and then I ended up getting a black one after a while with ponytails. And I think that was secondhand because I don't remember taking that bitch out of the box. So yeah. Yeah.
She was black market.
Uh-oh.
Mama said yes, and the pastor's wife kept the newspaper for a long ass time.
I'm sure they got it online in the archive some kind.
Oh yeah, I'd
I
love
bet
to
you
see
could
that.
probably pull that up. Daily Times.
What year was it?
Dang, it had to be like 83 or 84.
84. Yeah.
Yeah, between those years. The Daily Times. Yep. Yeah, Mom. Thanks, though, Mom. I appreciate it.
Oh,
I
see
just
it.
wish. Yeah, and it's like I couldn't really appreciate him like that. Like,
Mom, I think the next time you need it, I think she need a whooping.
nah, but I should have appreciated it more than I mean, but it was.
Get her, Mom. Get her.
No. Love you, Mom. We had a good time at Mom's yesterday. We went and spent the night with her.
Yeah, we had not to tell our business or nothing, but we had a new member of the family, Josh.
Oh yeah, and Josh.
Yeah,
He's talking about this Cabernet Sauvignon that me and my mom.
Ooh, they were gone.
Right.
They were
Yeah,
gone.
we went through like 2 bottles and
Wow. My dad's into wine now because he can't drink beer and liquor, so he likes some wine.
Yeah,
It's good for your BP too, right?
well, certain ones are like
glass a day, right?
yeah, I think it's the red wine that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to make sure I had. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it.
We gotta find that clipping. That's a next hunt.
Yeah.
Find that clipping.
Yeah, if we find that clipping, I am gonna die laughing. Y'all gonna die too because I look like
At least you got it. At least you got one.
Yeah.
Mama Barbara, we love you. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Mom.
Mama, you ain't had to punch nobody to get it, did you?
No, she just put her name in the
I'm talking about the second one.
Yeah, I thought you were.
The second one wasn't as big because this was like a couple years later, so it wasn't like as.
Had an uppercut somebody or something.
But she will. She will.
See your story. I thought it went kind of strange. I was like, okay, she did this for to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to see what the parents will go for, like the lengths that parents will go through to make sure that their children get what they need.
A win is a win.
And I appreciate that because she had a lot of kids.
Win's a win. Win's a win.
6 kids. Yeah.
Big shout out to DJ Dap. Appreciate that. Yeah, they did have a Penny Hardaway doll. Remember he was doing commercials and his voiceover was Chris Rock. Remember that?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because they were advertising his shoes too.
I never got the doll, but I remember the commercial.
I couldn't afford the shoes.
Yeah. All right, let's go to since it's Black Friday. Do you remember those Black Friday prices? And what toys did you must have as a kid that you remember you have? I think we all kind of had
must want it.
Must want it. Oh, Stella. All right, must have toys as a kid. What's your top 5?
Oh, Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong, Evel Knievel.
And Evel Knievel.
And G.I. Joe's. Huh?
Yeah, G.I. Joe's too.
For me, I would say the Easy Bake Oven that I had.
Yep.
Yeah, so that I wanted the Barbie Dream House, but I never got that. But I did get somebody that looked like Barbie. And
Darby.
Barbara. It's a Barbara doll.
It's so crazy because when Ariel got older, when I had Ariel, man, she had all kinds of like Barbie everything. Like I ain't skip a beat with Barbie, and I think I was living through her. Like shit, I ain't get no Barbie. Girl, I got somebody named Madison or something. I don't know.
Madison.
But so yeah, the Barbie Dream House, I wanted that, but I didn't get it. Remember Simon? That was one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that game.
Yeah. Operation. Yeah.
Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos.
Oh yeah, I remember those commercials. And you know what? It drove a lot of our want or need. Obviously, it wasn't social media, right? It was TV, cartoons, and all that shit.
Yeah.
So whatever was on TV, the Rock and Sock'em.
Oh yeah, I remember Rocket Sock and Robot.
Yeah, G.I. Joe. So mine was G.I. Joe, He-Man, Autobots, Cabbage Patch Kids, and I was also into Robotech. You remember Robotech?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Robotech. That's the now it's called Gundam.
Gundam.
Gundam, yeah.
Gundam style.
Yeah, I think it's a version of that. Yeah.
Gundam Wing and everything like that. Yeah.
Gundam,
Oh yeah, the Walkman. That was a good one. The Walkman. Remember the Walkmans when they had what was it cassette tapes that they put in there?
Bright yellow one. Yeah.
Yeah, remember the one before that had like I had the ones with the headphones and the antenna on it, and you had on the side you had your radio stations and stuff.
Oh, like Bow Wow had a roll bounce.
Yeah. Yep.
Teresa said, I got a dollhouse, but never the Barbie Dream house.
I ain't even a dollhouse.
See, but we was quick to get a Mr. Potato Head.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dude, I remember my first Walkman. It was like $350.
Wow.
Kenwood. You remember that?
Yeah.
I home layaway that bitch because I was working at the commissary. So
so you did that. What was the card called? Star Card back in the day?
yeah. I wasn't a Navy kid, so
Atari,
I worked at the commissary. I maybe a month of making money. I got my own Walkman. Kenwood one.
I remember Atari, ColecoVision, and television.
Yeah.
I remember playing track and field.
Yeah.
And it had a net. You had to keep running with it. Oh, bro.
Yeah, those were the days. Let me tell you.
The Star Wars figurines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica too.
Yeah, but after about the mid 90s, I mean, that was a high school. 93 was already graduate, and after that, I was in toys after that. So.
Oh, Teresa, you remember Rainbow Bright?
Oh yeah,
I
remember that.
Yeah.
Rainbow Bright. Oh, what's that? The little worm, the glowworm.
Oh, it was the glowworm.
Yeah, there was a little night sleep cap on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Big Wheels and Sit and Spin. Remember Big Wheels?
Oh yes.
Big Wheels.
I had a big wheel. I do have a big wheel.
I like to sit and spin. That was fun.
Strawberry shortcake. Yep.
And even though you remember those great big old rubber balls already. Those rubber balls that had the handles on the top of them and you bounce.
Oh yeah, you was riding it, baby.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
He was like,
you
remember bouncing some rubber balls? You said,
yeah. You remember the balls where you pulled up the handle, whatever.
Yeah.
Bouncing on it and stuff like that.
They still have those around, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I sure do remember that.
Oh,
yeah, when I was under the tree. He was like, "Oh man, I remember this."
and a speaking spell and all.
Speaking spell. That was cool.
Yeah, I had to do a premature pause on that one.
Game boards, of course, Monopoly, Operations, Life.
Sorry.
And
Battlestar.
Battle.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You suck my battleship.
Yeah, Battleship.
Battleship. Yeah, you suck my battleship.
Shoots and ladders.
Yeah, shoots and ladder. Yep.
I never knew how to play Battleship.
Oh, you remember we talked about in the car? We were talking about that electronic football game where you turn it on.
Yeah, and you just hope they'd be going to the side, and you just hope that your man got over to the other side.
Yeah.
One that you go and you just got to go across the screen.
Or is that the little handheld game with water and it shoots its rings or balls?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Light Bright, yes. Evil Knievel.
Light Bright.
Those are moms that Evil Knievel.
Oh, the Light Brights. I totally forgot about Evil Knievel. I did have an Evil Knievel.
And Slinky.
Yeah.
Remember
plastic?
No, the metal Slinkies that went down the steps.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we were so broke that we actually had to we tried to play football, and one of the neighborhood dogs, and we had a Nerf football. I mean, that was our prized possession in the whole block.
Wow.
Next thing you know, when them dogs got a hold of it, took a chunk out of it, and then we had to roll up like 6 pairs of socks because the dog completely tore the whole thing up.
Oh man,
playing football in between the houses, rolled up. Socks.
Yeah, and of course you can't forget the your cars too. So you got your hot rod. We call it the.
Oh, I got one for y'all.
Hot box, right? Hot box.
Wheels.
Not Hot
Matchbox.
Wheels.
Matchbox.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. He said hot box. Could be
I'm doing a lot of
Good
reading.
thing, you know, it's
like a bad
connecting
fart.
the two, combining, remix.
You farting in the car.
But yeah, I got one for you. Remember the mongoose and BMX?
I had a mongoose.
I could never
And
afford a mongoose. I
my
had a-
Peralta skateboard.
Yeah,
I was a skater.
those were.
Oh. How about you, Coach Anthony? What kind of toys you remember like actually wanting or you got?
Let's see. Back then, I really wanted one of the it was a science because like Toys R Us always had the big book that you can get, and it was the
Raggy Andy.
I remember Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Raggedy Ann. Raggedy.
Raggedy Andy.
It was one of those like sound things where you can actually listen to people from far distances. I always wanted one of those in a telescope, but I never got one. But I
you
always
want
got
to eavesdrop on people?
Hmm?
You want to eavesdrop on people?
I can't remember why I wanted one, but I know I wanted one. Never got it. So that was mostly it. But like like Teenage Mutant TMNT was pretty popular.
Yeah.
Obviously Transformers, Beast Wars was good.
Pokemon.
Pokemon was heavy. But I got all the Pokemon stuff that I wanted with that. So I didn't wasn't like I wanted it to get it. So yeah, the Pokemon games was mostly it. So I had a Game Boy, the games, that was it. Yeah.
Wow, so you're in Ariel's age group.
So you're
But I remember the
you're-
Etch a Sketch. Like I remember getting those.
Yeah, you're older millennial, right?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
younger?
an older millennial. Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
gets
you're older
the first
millennial.
laptop, first tablet.
The first tablet, yeah, keep people busy. Like beep, beep.
Windows XP 95.
Well, remember that one plastic thing that you would go to the dentist office sometime and they would have it was like a plastic thing you wrote over top of it. It had like carbon or something in the bottom.
Oh, the
and then you lift it up,
black magic or black something.
something like that. Oh, remember the magic ball, the 8-ball?
Oh,
Magic 8
yeah,
balls,
those are
yeah.
still fun.
Toss up and then shake it and
I used to like that. You kind of like that thing you just talked about, where they had little metal filings in it and had a dude's face.
Oh,
And you just
yeah.
take
Oh,
a stick and
yeah.
put it around his head and try to make a beard.
Oh man, wow.
yeah, these
Oh,
kids
quick
are-
question: why did all the beasts and the creatures and even the people on He-Man, why they all have muscles? Where do they work out at?
You can say that the planet was 1.5 gravity. I mean, maybe.
I don't know. They just had muscles.
Yeah, everybody was bloated with like 3%
like-
body fat.
Who thinks of shit like that? Wow.
It was random. Bad.
All right. Well, so many toys. I think I stopped about the early 90s. I started getting toys. And then I just want money, clothes. You know what I'm saying? Shoes.
Grass for Adidas and stuff like that too.
Yeah. So Black Friday is on the way. If you check out blackfridayarchive.com, you can go as far, I think, about 20 years. So we're going to go back to 2014. I'm going to show you a couple ads. They have AFES here: Academy Sports, Ace Hardware. What do you think was the top items for Black Friday 2014? What do you think?
2014.
Yeah. We'll look at some items. So
There was a
AFES,
senior
at
high-
AFES, they had
I'm thinking like Nintendo games.
2014.
Doorbuster.
I stopped looking at stuff in 2014.
Sharp.
I'm thinking
Sharp TV, 70-inch for $1,000. Oh, that's about right. No, is it cheaper now?
It's a lot cheaper now.
Oh, a lot cheaper.
It's
now?
like $5. So you can probably get one on these sales for like $3.
So
What?
They got 100.
70 inch?
Yeah, they got 100-inch TVs now.
Oh, really? So $999, regularly 1700, 70-inch Sharp TV. Oh, hell no.
What,
Sharp
Alexa?
TV.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that just now?
Alexa.
What?
What she say?
Y'all hear? We were talking about 70-inch TV. She was like, 70-inch TVs is such and such. Bitch, nobody was talking to you. Nobody said Alexa.
Yeah,
Sony 60-inch was 1300 regularly, on sale at AFES for 700.
Wow.
Or $20 per month. Only way.
Yeah, because you had that what was it, layaway at home or DPP? Was it DPP?
Yeah, deferred
Yeah,
payment.
Yeah, deferred payment
There they
plan.
are. Sound bars and everything.
soundbars.
Wow.
Soundbars was what? Bose were about $300, $289.
I have to say I did purchase a soundbar recently, and I was like, "Oh, why didn't I have one of these sooner?"
Yeah.
That's
What
so
else you want to
nice.
see
What
here?
movies do they have now? Because a lot of times they didn't have as many movies that were in HD or anything
Yeah,
like
we
that.
got to get
I
another
couldn't push
soundbar.
it.
We
Yeah.
had one, but we got to get another one.
Let's
So
go back.
so Anthony, do you remember having like a Tamagotchi pet?
Tamagotchi, yeah. I had a
Tamagotchi,
Yeah,
Tamagotchi
yeah.
or Tamagotchi? Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. I remember
But
Ariel had one too. Oh, isn't that real cute?
That's one of them digital pets.
yeah, the
Yeah,
little
you had to
small
feed
ones.
it. It would poop and all that other kind of
Yeah, you
stuff.
got to make sure you clean it. And if you don't, then it'll
Yeah.
turn into an egg again. Then you got to wait like 3 weeks to get it.
Oh, I guess 10 years, the prices hasn't changed too much.
Inflation, man.
JC Penney, Black Friday, Doorbusters, bath
I tell you
towels,
what has changed
$3.99.
significantly has been
The quality has changed a lot, though.
yeah,
Actually,
but
stores
fast
are-
food. Fast food has changed. Like if you go to, because I rarely go to fast food, it's very rare. But just remember, mom could buy like a whole the kids everything for like what under $10.
Toasters were $10.
Yeah.
You can get cheeseburgers and everything.
Now
like
the
that.
cheeseburger's like $10 almost.
Mm.
That's a small meal.
Well, let's go back. Let's go 2004. Can we go back that far? See what they have 2004. What they do? Oh, no. Oh, I guess not.
You said what you say? You went in the archive.
Yeah.
Green onions.
So Black Friday usually is what? TVs, fucking microwaves.
Electronic stuff. Yeah.
Nowadays, it went to electronics because back then
Yeah.
it was all about the
I
plushies.
remember the Sears catalog was the shit.
Bruh.
Okay, I used
Bruh.
to drool over that. I used to sleep with the thing. I used to steal it from people.
Yeah, mom set us up a couple times. Like, yeah, I know y'all want some Christmas and stuff like that too. Just mark the page, boy. You put a dog here on that page real quick.
Eastwood, what's called that? The sports shoes and
East
paraphernalia?
Bay.
East Bay. Eastwood.
Eastwood.
Clint.
East Bay.
Just quit while you're ahead.
No, we know.
East Dick. East Dick.
This is gonna be Floyd from now on, y'all. We're gonna have to call him. Was it Happy and Smitty? I called Sanford and Son. He that dude to get some black-eyed giblets and
Please.
excuse me. Okay. He said, let's rip or something like that. He said,
All right, Walmart. What's going on in Walmart? 2004. DVDs for $388.
Oh. Yo, Montgomery Wards. I heard they still have Montgomery Wards right now.
Yo, DJ Dap.
Not a brick and
You know
mortar.
that Montgomery Wards.
Yeah, I remember Wards.
DJ Dap. I told people at my job that I just bought something from Service Merchandise. They looked like, what?
Now Circuit City.
That's old.
Service Merchandise, Circuit City.
Yeah, they still got a Radio Shack around here.
Yeah, they do have a Radio Shack. But
Nintendo Game Boy 2004 was $40.
No, that's the original Game Boy because I think around that time frame, Color or Advance was out.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they got remember those little portable DVD players you had? We took that. We took that at deployments. $140.
Yeah, I had.
Plug some into your car too.
Yeah, I had it for Ariel when she was in the hospital for a long time. I had got her one, and then for like the flights, because the flights to Japan was what at least 10 hours.
Yeah. Panasonic VHS camcorder $179.
Video camera. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So what do we do now? Like when it comes, you don't see people walking around with camcorders anymore. Like
Yeah, it's all on your phones now.
They got their phones now.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The updated versions of Big Wheels, $100. Yeah, about the same price now. They got Spider-Man for $10. I don't know, it wasn't that big a deal. 2004. That's 20 years ago. Oh, who had a trampoline? Yeah, anybody had a trampoline in the back?
No, it was
Yeah,
definitely.
y'all are
No,
like
that
that.
wasn't. We couldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't afford those.
No, we didn't.
$98.
You grew up rich, Floyd. We
Yeah, we
did.
wasn't
Yeah,
doing
yeah, Floyd. We got.
I grew
we
up a
wouldn't do
military
rap.
kid, was not rich.
Oh no, compared to where we
comparison.
grew up with, that
Oh,
yeah.
I
If
mean,
you
That's
compare
right.
that to what
middle
we grew up,
class.
Yeah, they didn't want us to do nothing to make us go to the hospital.
Right.
yeah, we're like
If you
they
were
would
sick, you better take us out to CVS or Royal Farms.
You need to go lay down for a minute, get some shortstop potato wedges. You'll be all right.
Mhm.
Because even band-aids were scarce. Like that's how I learned how to use just tape and tissue. Like that's it.
Man, they really is.
You
Think about
said
it.
tape and tissue.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I've wrapped my finger or something up in like a paper towel or whatever, and just put some Vaseline on it. But sometimes when you do have a jar of household Vaseline, you shouldn't use it. I don't recommend it.
It was Home Depot almost 10 years ago.
Oh.
Nothing. Anyways, I don't know. My gifts are a little bit more personal. This is a time when we are thinking about everybody got to get an iPad. Oh yeah, how much iPads? Remember that?
Mhm.
Everybody have it.
Or remember the iPod Shuffle when that first came out?
Oh
Yeah. Hold on. Any MP3 player.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you when life changed happened when I got the iTouch, right? The iTouch.
Yeah, that was in Japan.
I was in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You remember my office with at training was at the mortuary.
Right, yeah.
Right,
Because
right, same
our
building, right?
shop was in the back of the mortuary. Our IT shop was in the back of the mortuary,
Yep,
remember?
yep. And so I got my iTouch and Wi-Fi, and I'm taking a shit. I'm like, God damn, this is revolutionary.
That's what you were thinking when you're on the toilet.
Yeah. I was
Well, we know
taking-
what Floyd does when he's on the toilet, so we're just gonna leave it like that.
Your legs got numb.
Oh, this is revolutionary.
Oh shit!
I'm
It was
doing one.
all in color and video. Like, what the fuck?
He was pulling up Pornhub.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
This episode does not reflect on the views of the About That Water podcast.
Or its affiliates.
Or its affiliates.
Black Asian babies, something like that.
Oh God.
iTouch. Yeah, I know when iTouch changed, and then of course the first iPhone. I think I got iPhone 2. That just changed the whole life. Everybody got to have an iPad. So like Black Friday was iPad, iTouch, iPhone.
And then also Samsung came with their pad eventually, I believe, around that time frame.
Yeah.
In 14, yeah.
And then kids were getting their iPads stolen and their iTouches stolen. And like now it's like you can leave it all day. No one's gonna take that shit because everybody got an iPhone.
Did y'all have Wilson's leather, Floyd?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, Wilson's leather.
I still got a Chess King sweater on layaway.
Coogee sweater.
Yep. Yeah, I think I have a I think I have a what do you call those? Nintendo game on layaway in Korea. Never came back.
Chip away at it, man. Don't be a quitter.
Wilson's leather. Wilson's leather. If you got a coat for Christmas, you would
that was real leather. So
no, I got a starter jacket. I got some starter jackets.
I just had a members only jacket. That was it, a gray one.
That was from Itaewon, Korea.
Or the starter jacket. I had a Ohio State starter jacket.
You
Love
doing,
that
mister?
Well, I ain't gonna spend that much. I ain't gonna spend that much for Black Friday.
Well, I guess that's the question now. Is like, are you guys planning on shopping this season?
I
Well,
am.
you know what? So there's a couple things I thought about doing because I'm not buying well, last year I did really good. Remember I told you last year I had got my stuff out of the way and it's Christmas shopping is highly overrated. I get the stuff that we need for the house on like with sales or whatever. But I mean, truthfully, it's too commercialized for me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make bracelets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of my hobby now. I go to the crystal store, the crystal shop that I know that they sell like 50 or 30 of these like
Different
beads.
types of crystals.
Yeah, crystals, onyx,
Tiger eye.
tiger eyes, and all that. And then I buy the spacers. Some of them you can buy at Michael's, some at that store, some you can buy Amazon,
Mhm.
and then just make them pressable. And so,
So how do you decide which ones to actually put together inside of a bracelet?
it depends, like how I feel. Like so, each crystal means something. Right. So this is what. Gotta test your skills here.
Oh, that's amethyst.
Yep,
Is that
amethyst.
Yeah.
Yep. So amethyst is good for
Amethyst.
Yeah, calming. It's
calming.
calming.
Yeah, calming. So I'll teach you guys a little bit. So this is lapis.
Lapis lazuli.
Yep, blue one right there. I made
Yep.
that one.
Mhm.
I wear it on my right side. So in Asian culture, to give is to give. They give money. They always give out like this. The right hand. To receive money, always on the
left
Left hand.
left hand. So if I want to receive something, I put the crystal on my left side.
Okay.
So if I want protection, I put my tiger eyes on this side, or onyx, whatever, to protect me.
Mhm.
And to receive calmness, I put that on my left side too.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
On my right side is what I want to project, what I want to give. So as lapis, is a great crystal for speaking. It opens up your heart, opens up your mind.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
um,
the communication, the throat chakra.
Yep. So for you, Anthony, when you do speaking, wear a crystal that will open up your chakra, open up your voice. You can do jasper, green jasper. You can do lapis, onyx, and then put on your right side, and that will help open up your speaking magic, pretty much.
I don't think you've seen our hallway. Our hallway upstairs is is throat chakra. So it has
your throat goat.
It has
Soul suckers.
it has like it's all the blue. It's all the blue, the different variations of blue and the different variations of blue crystals. Be quiet. But anyway, yeah. I don't get that serious about Christmas like no more.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
my little kids, Teresa, so it's different.
Yeah.
But I don't even.
I rather give money now to the kids. So
I mean, we get stuff year round. That's the biggest thing with us is like whatever we need, we get it year round.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't even feel like to wait for Christmas for stuff. So
Teresa says I got a old school. I have Christmas account. Save it
Yeah.
all year long. When it's gone, it's gone.
yeah, I don't even.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave with D3. Got some deep questions that he'd like to ask us before we go on to Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, my main thing is I know a lot of times the age bracket that we're in, we like to we'll get to a point to where we have to reinvent ourselves.
Mhm.
So my question really was to everyone that's viewing. I appreciate y'all viewing, but our question is to Carla, Anthony, and Kim Mango is like, what are you passionate about, and what is something that you would like to do full time, to where if you weren't even getting paid for it, you would still do it.
Podcasting.
DJ. Podcast.
Gardening.
And why is
Yeah.
that?
Gardening, and for me, it would be gardening and pets, like rescuing pets.
Yeah.
And I wish I could do something like that.
I love to have I love 5 years now of almost 5 years of doing this podcast, season 5 now. And I love that what we did. If you look back at all the materials we went through, there were some good, there were some bad, and some like really fun ones. And we've gone from 10, right, Carla, to 10 people, to like 8 people, to 6 people, to 3 people. Carla, D3 are the OGs, and then of course Coach Anthony has been around just as long. But yeah, I would still love to have a radio station. I love a podcast with music, something that can play music, because all 4 of us are really into music, but it's hard to play because obviously of copyright stuff. So that would be still my dream. If I kept doing for free, yeah, shit,
Yeah.
all day.
You can get a blanket license to where you just pay for that whole year, and you can still quote unquote recreate different songs too. You can get a blanket license. I believe it's through either ASCAP or BMI, to where you're actually playing it on your radio station, and it's not super duper expensive either.
Oh yeah. I haven't looked into the I have copyrighted music, but I want to play obviously commercial on the only two or three social media that I know is Instagram, Facebook, and I don't know. X is coming up now, but TikTok obviously. But I'm not sure how TikTok's gonna last. I know a lot of people going live on TikTok. I mean, making insane money, just like doing this.
Yeah.
Thanks for the rose. Thanks for the rose.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to me.
They're like in Walmart and shit. They could be like in their garden, in their house, or like I don't know how much they make. And how embarrassing, not embarrassing. They're like, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm an MP player.
And, oh, my goodness, this dog right here is
needed McGrick
Yep.
over here.
Yep.
What would you do, Coach Anthony, for free? Podcast?
Oh,
you said?
podcasting would be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I would love if possibly get this show either sponsored where they just kind of pay for everything and do like a, I don't know, like a 60-40 split my way.
Yeah.
And then go that route.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be the closest to all of us now to be sponsored, and so you have a lot of content. You got a lot of interviews, and man, a lot of people.
It depends on the style. It's the style and also what the company's values are. So, I mean, because mine is mostly lifestyle, it could go with that. And yours is lifestyle but pop culture. So, I mean, different audience, different ways to get interviewed and stuff like that. So,
do you feel like it's kind of saturated, you guys? I listened to a couple podcasts, but I feel like everybody's doing a podcast, and the big heavies, the celebrities, are doing podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like
they are doing it, but none of them are doing it consistency. The only ones I've seen that's been doing it consistently is R&B Money, with Tank and Jay Valentine.
Yeah.
So they've been doing something good, and I like what they're doing because I would like that from a podcaster side of the house, where they just take two people who are big in the industry, in the podcasting industry, and interview other podcasters and like talk about where they come from, how they doing, and stuff like that. So actually,
I like DJ Vlad. You know DJ Vlad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like his style. I don't like him personally, but I like his style. The style of the.
He's a culture vulture.
Yeah, it is, but people go to him.
Yeah, they do. Because
go
sometimes he be so disrespectful. Sometimes I get sick.
I like what the drink champs be doing.
I love drink champs. Drink champs is dope.
Because people are still when they drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Sure are.
Yeah, wow. I want to do one virtually though, like we all in a virtual game.
I know we should have talked about
That's
this week. We should have talked about the Tyson fight this week. Is what we should have talked about.
Man,
breaking
I want to
TVs
save that
over
for
it.
another day because I got my theory about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
He got paid. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got paid.
At first, I'm sad, but when I rewinded it and looked at it again, and go, there's something fishy happening.
One of my Ravens games is on Netflix, and they better not be glitching like it did during that fight.
But my thing is, we can say all the shit. Mike Tyson go, I don't give a fuck. So I did. And what? You know how he is. And what?
Yeah.
I like Trump. And what? And you can't fight Tyson. You can't fight Tyson. So I don't know. If he did it for the money, hey, what can we say?
More power to him. I don't blame him.
Yeah. But my opinion, he pulled the punches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really swinging at all. So I'm
Nah.
like, what's he doing?
He got hit a couple times, and he bit his glove because he was fighting himself not to hook him in the face.
No,
several times. So it wasn't once.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell. Watch it again. He was fighting himself not to knock the guy out.
Yeah, they were asking it. Like, man, why is he biting his glove like that? I'm like,
He was getting frustrated, man.
Did y'all buffer?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the fight live.
Yeah, I watched it live. It buffered like not during that fight, but the fight before. Yeah,
The fight
two girls.
was better than that one. Yes.
Yeah, the girls' fight
Oh,
was
they were-
dope.
they were
That
bad.
was that should have been the main event, but
Yeah, old girl got gypped, but
Yeah.
all right. Well, stick around, guys. Love you guys. Highway 54 Sunday. Thank you much. Anthony is eating. I'm hungry too, man. Like shit. Have yourself a happy Thanksgiving. Spend time with family. Don't talk about politics because Uncle drunk.
Get your
Don't-
merch.
Get your merch. Ooh, a new shirt. All right.
Well, I mean, it's been there, but you know, I'm starting to wear the merch that I got.
Gotcha. I've been wearing your underwear all the time.
Oh, man, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me a photo so I can advertise.
All about the money. Yeah, I'm gonna put a sock in that motherfucker.
Yeah, go for it. Hey, look, nobody know what's behind the scenes, okay? Just
Hell no.
you know. And look, if it will sell some draws, Floyd, I mean, I'll send you a
Well, you
affiliate.
better not send Anthony of you and your draws.
They are advertising my draws.
So if y'all don't know, listen, if y'all don't know,
I got nice legs. Oh, I got
on
Filipino
on
legs.
Anthony's About That Wallet website, he has some About That Wallet draws, right?
Yeah.
So Floyd bought the draws.
He bought the draw. What did GTD stand for?
He bought the draws. And now
All about that money.
a picture.
You showed it. Put it
you
up,
in my
Floyd.
draws.
Can you say this, Sheree? Put it up there real quick.
I'm gonna frame that motherfucker. Watch. Send it to you.
Put a Pringles can in the front of it.
Oh, Campbell's can.
Yeah. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, guys. See you guys next Sunday. Hi. Bye. Bye.
Don't eat too much.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.